So Blox Fruits Update 20 is just around the corner, which means a total revamp of Blox Fruits is about to come. From the swords, designs, the island, and even a new UI. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to do in order to prepare for this massive update. Alright guys, so tip number 1 in preparing for update 20 is to actually spin for fruits. Now whatever fruit you get, it doesn't matter because you'll need these fruits in the future. So look at me, I'm gonna go ahead and spin. Let's see what I get. And I get a spin fruit. Oh my gosh, so good. I'm gonna go ahead and store that because we need it. You know why we need it? Because on my screen you can see the new enhancement UI, which is going to replace the previous blacksmith. We're probably still going to have the blacksmith, but this is what the new UI will look like. As you can see here, in order to upgrade a sword, you'll need a fruit to do so, which isn't a feature in our current update. We only have one grade for swords as of now, which means we can't upgrade it after doing so once. But after update 20 comes through, we'll most likely be able to upgrade our swords higher, and with that, it means that you'll probably be using a lot more fruits as you progressively upgrade. So whenever you have the chance to spin, do so, because you probably won't regret it in the future.
Hey Senkai, what if I don't have enough money to spin for fruits?
Well, that brings us to our next tip. For our next tip, grinding money and fragments is a necessity. We all still have a few weeks to grind for money because that's what you want to be doing. It'll be hard, but worth it in the future. So going back to that same screenshot, as you can see, it now requires money and fragrance to upgrade your swords. And if you go to the blacksmith right now, I haven't upgraded my CDK, but if you click sword, it's only materials. There's no money needed. So on top of sacrificing your fruits, you'll have to sacrifice a lot of money to get that extra damage and lower cooldown. Now, Blox Fruits has always been a grinding game, but for the people in C3 who have basically everything, you're gonna have to go back to grinding because money is gonna play a huge part in progressing after update 20 comes. For people in lower Cs, you'll have to grind nonetheless to reach the high C, so just do you. I mean, you're getting money anyways by killing NPCs and leveling up. Let's say you do have a lot of money, then you don't have to worry because as long as you have over 25 million, you can do basically anything. But if you're closer to $0 than 25 million, I'd say you get onto grinding ASAP. Because if you're someone with 0 Robux and a great grinding ethic, then this tip will be easy for you to overcome.
But Senkai, what if I'm too lazy to grind NPCs?
Well, that's a great question, Squash. So if you're lazy and you don't want to grind NPCs, there's more things you can do for getting money, such as doing the Elite Hunter quest, where that gives you around like 20,000 each quest, as well as doing the Player Hunter quest and fighting boss like Rip Indra, Do King, Do Prince, all those sorts of bosses. They give you a lot of money and it's really fun to do so, especially if you're with friends. Another thing is also scavenging for chests because they do give you a lot of money, probably more than your quests if you find them all in good spots, especially the diamond ones. Now, if you're lazy like me, I actually do search for chests because you can just get 10,000 just like that. And if you want, you can also look up a tutorial on where all the chests are, all the rare chests, all the diamond chests, those sorts of chests, so you can get the most amount of money, and you can just search that on the wiki for whatever sea you are in. All right guys, but before we move on to tip number 3, I actually want to tell you guys things that are going to be revamped as well. So the 2 fruits that are going to be revamped in the next update is going to be control and dragon. Now Squash does have permanent versions of them, so we're gonna go ahead and show what they look like before they switch up and turn into entirely different things. We're gonna start with dragon because, you know, dragon is sick. So obviously we have the first move, which is heat wave beam. Go use that. It's like some Goku Dragon Ball type of thing. Bam, you know, big explosion, all that, great. Then we have draconic claw, however you say this name, draconic claw. This basically grabs somebody and put them in a chokehold and hit them to the ground. It's pretty good. And then obviously my favorite move is fire shower. Go ahead and use this. It's in the name. It's a fire shower. It's pretty good. And we have Dragonflight, which is just a transportation move. And then transformation. I must have Max Fury to transform. All right, give me like 2 seconds. All right, we now have Max Fury. So go ahead and click V. And there we go. We are a dragon, guys. And this is going to be totally revamped. It's probably going to be a different looking dragon, different movement and all that, because this dragon looks pretty stiff. It's really slow. And I hope the next revamped version of dragon will make it a bit faster. But the moves on this are pretty different and pretty good. Heat wave beam, obviously, it's the same thing kind of, but you're shooting it from your mouth as a dragon. You have draconic claw, which is basically claws, just like that. 3 of them go around, really good. And then fire shower with transformation is actually the best. It's basically a nuke. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And that's pretty crazy. If that move gets revamped and looks entirely different and better, I'm gonna be amazed. But I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for what Fire Shower will look when you transform. All right, now for control, he doesn't have it maxed out, so we're gonna miss out Gamma Rush. But obviously we have control area, which makes it so this little room is our, or this little like bubble sphere is our place to teleport like this. You can teleport anywhere. It's a lower cooldown. And we have levitate. Levitate is basically hitting a tree or something and it gets slumped into the ground. Basically what you saw. So hit a tree and throw it over there. Yep, there you go. And that move is really bad because people move a lot in Blox routes. And we have Echo Knife, which basically slices somebody if I did have someone here, but you guys probably know what it looks like. And Gamma Rush is basically like a whole twisty camera thing. I don't have it, sadly. Skill locked. Squash is bad, but that's okay.
What?
That's okay. So those two fruits are going to be revamped. They're gonna look way better. All the VFX things are gonna look nicer. And then we also have God Human, which I'm gonna go ahead and equip that right now. All right, so let's go ahead and equip God Human. So God Human is also getting a redesign probably, and that means these moves will be changed and they're gonna look way better. So obviously you guys know the moves if you're in C3. You have Sword and Beast, Heaven and Earth, and 6-realm gun. God Human is basically the best fighting style apart from Electric Claw, but this is gonna get revamped too, and it's gonna look way different and way better. So if you guys are traders or you guys are spinning fruits, make sure you guys look out for dragging and control, because their value will probably go up by a bit and it'll be basically in demand. So make sure you guys keep those fruits with you and make sure they're safe and sound. Do not trade them because the revamp will be honestly amazing for them. Huh? Now, materials may play a huge part in update 20, so I suggest that the people watching grind as much material as you can. This tip relates to tip number 2, as if you grind NPCs, you'll end up getting materials anyways.
Senkai, it's me again. How do I know which materials to grind?
So a few materials I recommend are Mystic Droplets, Demonic Whiffs, and Metal Scraps, since those are the main materials to upgrade your items. Now this tip isn't as important as the other ones, so make sure you focus on the first 2 tips first, because getting money, fragments, and spinning for fruits are basically your best viable options for update 20. Alright, now this isn't really a tip, but it is a recommendation. So as you can see in the photo, there are going to be new sword designs. So if you don't have the swords, they're basically going to be the Cursed Dual Katana, which is in the middle, the True Triple Katana on the left, and the other 3 on the right I'm pretty sure is going to be the Dragon Trident, the Long Sword, the Dual-Headed Blade, and I'm not sure what the one on the top is, but I do recommend getting those if you want to go ahead and handle a different looking sword. So as you can see, the Dual Katanas, the CDKs, those are the ones in the middle because you can tell by the handles, and then True Triple Katana as well, you can tell by the handles on the left side of the picture that it is going to get revamped all the way. So they look pretty like stale, pretty cartoony now, but now after update 20 they're gonna get a huge revamp and they're gonna look way entirely different and just better. And I'm pretty sure that's just a little snippet of the swords, because I'm pretty sure they're gonna be changing all the swords in the future as well. So just keep grinding for swords and make sure you get as many swords as you can, I guess. All right guys, and one last thing I want to talk about is actually the reward system for update 20. So in this picture, as you can see, this guy won a huge amount of money, fragments, a perm leopard, and a perm dragon. Now this basically new to Blox fruits. There's no reward system whatsoever in Blox fruits, so I'm pretty sure this derives from doing long quests like Tashida, Yama, those types of quests where it takes you a long period of time to actually complete these quests. Now for this, we don't have much updates or any ideas on what it's supposed to be like entirely, but all I can say is you guys should be prepared for this reward system, because you will be put through long quests in order to get these sorts of things, because you're getting perm fruits from this. I don't know if they're gonna change it where you only get regular fruits or anything, but in this picture the person is getting perm leopard and perm dragon, so we're gonna have to look out for these long quests that we're supposed to do. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys made it this far into the video, make sure you guys keep in mind these 3 tips in order to prepare for update 20. They will help you a lot. And after this video ends, I expect you guys to go get grinding and to do those things if you want to be fully prepared, because I am already prepared. I have enough money, I have enough fragments, I'm chills. Now that's all to do is to subscribe to Senkai. Subscribe.
Oh, that's why you wanted me in here.